Hello, my name is Ryan Revis. I'm a team lead here at ASD on the support team. And this video is a training guide to show you how to use our new ASD Nova app. Our goal with this app is to streamline the check-in and check-out process, as well as give you a convenient place to upload your deliverables. Once you log into the app, you should see a list of jobs assigned to your company using your ASD code, which you entered when you registered for the app. If you do not have your ASD code, please reach out to your ASD PM and they will happily provide it for you. For a job to appear on this list, it must be scheduled with ASD and the date input into our system. So if you do not see your job under in progress, reach out to your PM. Previous jobs will appear lower in the app under the completed until they are marked closed on our end. Once you click on a job, it's going to take you to the overview page. The overview page has a bunch of great information. It's got the address to the site, as well as a link to take you directly to Google Maps to be able to navigate there quickly. It also will have your PM from ASD and typically your site contact as well. The other thing that's on the overview page is your activity report. If you click the icon in the activity report, it's going to pull up two options. The first option is I'm on the way. What this does is this triggers an email to ASD saying, hey, I'm en route to this site. So you'll do this as you leave the shop or your previous facility. The next one is your purple icon, and what that one does is it checks you into the site. Again, that's going to trigger an email to ASD letting them know that you have arrived. The next page is your instruction page. Your instruction page is probably the most important page on the app. This is going to give you your scope of work for the trip. If there are multiple trips, your PM can give you different scopes of work for each individual trip. And it's also going to give you your list of tasks under general. Your tasks are vitally important. These are going to be set up by your PM at ASD. They can vary from client to client or job to job, but it always should tell you what you need to do and the order in which to do them. The app will not allow you to skip tasks, so you must complete them in order. The first one, read your scope of work. Pretty self-explanatory. This one is to run a new line to the VP's office of support. So I've read my scope of work, I know what I'm doing. All I have to do is hit mark complete. The next one on this example is check in with the client. So I would contact the client, tell them, hey, I'm on site, and this is what I'm going to be doing. Once you finish that, you'll mark that as complete. The next one is upload deliverables. Upload deliverables could be broken down to specific deliverables your PM asks for as individual tasks, or they may just do a group upload all deliverables function. When you click the icon, it's going to ask you if you want to take a photo or choose from photos. I'm going to choose from photos, and I'm going to pick the photo that I want to upload. Once that uploads, it should give you a thumbnail of that photo. If you click it, it'll pull up an overview photo of it to make sure that it is the right deliverable. If for some reason it's not, you could just hit the trash can in the top right corner, and it's going to say, hey, are you sure? Yes, I'm sure, so it's going to delete that deliverable. Now, if you notice, work complete is grayed out. That will happen if the previous task is not completed or you've not completed this task. Since there's not a photo uploaded, it will not let me mark it complete. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw a photo back in there. Once that photo is uploaded, I can now mark complete. And it's going to say, hey, are you sure? Because once you mark this complete, you cannot add, edit, or remove a deliverable from this task. So I know that this task is accurate, so I'm going to go ahead and hit yes. The next task is to provide the drop details. This is a text task, so all I have to do is hit enter task and then enter the information that they have requested. Once I've got that input, I can hit Mark Complete. Now there is a known bug that should be resolved shortly, but if when you hit Mark Complete, it does not mark that complete, all you have to do is refresh the page by pulling down from the top, and now I have my timestamp showing that it's complete. Your resolution task should be on every single ticket. It is to provide a detailed description of what you did on site. So now that I've given my description, I can just hit Mark Complete. Again, it did not save it, so I just need to refresh the page. And now I have my timestamp. The next couple are self-explanatory. Clean up your workspace. Okay, I've done that. Check out with the client. So I'm going to contact the client and say, hey, this is what I did. Here's the resolution. And you'll have the POC confirm that it was completed. The next one is to check out with ASD. Now this app is designed to streamline your check-in and your checkout process, but you are still required to call your ASD PM and give them the official checkout. That way we make sure that we're all on the same page. The next task, pretty self-explanatory. Get a signature from the POC. Nowadays, most of us have used Square or something similar, so when you hit Collect Signature, it's just going to pull up a box and just have them briefly give you a signature. You'll hit confirm, and it's automatically going to upload that photo and timestamp that for you. The next page is the attachments page. So the attachments page is going to show you all the deliverables that you've uploaded to this point. Now this is important, is let's say you forgot to upload a deliverable on a certain task. You can do that on this page by clicking the camera icon and then following the same procedure as you did on the previous. Once that uploads, you can pull it up and delete just like normal as you did before. The last one is the notes page. So the notes page is just going to be general notes that you want to put in about the ticket or the site. And you're done. You're ready to walk out the door. There's just one last thing you have to do. If you go back to the overview page, on your activity report, there's a man walking out the door. All you got to do is hit that button. That's going to trigger an email to ASD saying, hey, I'm done. I'm leaving for the day. That is an overview of the new ASD Nova app. We really think this is going to improve both quality of service and projects. If you have any questions or comments about the app, please reach out to your ASD PM. We will more than happily help out. Have a wonderful day.